We will continue with, let me turn this down. I've got a recipe today, you all, that takes about an hour in the oven, so I want to go ahead and get started. If you're new, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We'll do our roll call and all the announcements in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're making spaghetti squash, and this is the oven version that needs to bake, so you all can just follow along. If you have questions or want to shout out, just type it in the chat. And then once we get the oven going, then I'll take more time. All right, let's go ahead and turn it to 400. Make sure it's empty. Bake 400. All right. So I've had a spaghetti squash that's been sitting in the oven for a while, in the fridge for a while. This is spaghetti squash. So let me go ahead and wash it. Not sure if you need to, but it's just good to probably wash all of your produce. And we're going to cut this in half. So it's fall, y'all. It's getting ready to be cooler weather. We did the butternut squash recipe from frozen and from the jar. Pardon me. So we are going to see if we can safely cut this in half. And this is a wonderful low-carb substitute for noodles. Spaghetti squash, the flesh actually shreds when it's cooked into what looks like spaghetti noodles. So if you're low carb, diabetic, pre-diabetic, this could be a good substitute for you. All right, so with a sharp knife, because this shell is pretty tough, so you want to be careful cutting. Usually what I do, I know this isn't elegant, is I kind of go straight down first, keep it stable, and then what I'm going to do, the way my dad used to do it, just be really careful with that. I'm actually going to use another, do I have a hammer? All right, so I'm gonna kind of go down into the spaghetti squash as much as I can. That way I'm not handling, sorry y'all, that's loud. So I kind of put the blade in there. Then I'm gonna try once it's in there. Let's see if I can get it out. It just makes me so nervous because these squash are so, how do you say, difficult. Notice the recipe starts with the squash already. All right, so I got it kind of through. Now let's see if I can go down through the squash. I'll go this way. So I'm just using the hammer on this part of the blade so I don't have to use my hand strength. Whew, almost there. Let's see, just cut it away from myself. Okay, finally. It's not perfect, but and I do not have strong hands. Okay, so we got mostly that way. Let's go, now that we have a groove, get into the groove. See if we can, almost there, y'all. Okay, whew, we got it. Welcome to a struggle cooking class. So we have the spaghetti squash cut in half, and then we're just gonna get a spoon and we're gonna scoop out. You can see it's raw, but this is gonna go in the oven. So we're gonna get a spoon and scoop out the flesh, just the seeds, just like you would a cantaloupe. All right, so let me know if anyone has a better technique. All right, let's get a big spoon. And I'm just gonna go in here and kind of carve through. Scoop out the middle. So we're going to make a pasta recipe. You all have probably seen the viral Feta noodle recipe that went around. I never made that one. I'm your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. Whew, y'all, this is a lot. But this is why I cook from scratch for y'all so you can see everything. So this is going to be our noodle substitute. So it's a vegetable in the pumpkin family and the zucchini family. So I'm just trying to get all that goodness out. And I want to get this in the oven, y'all, because it's supposed to cook for an hour. So don't worry, we'll do roll call and all that in a bit. All right, let me just put a towel here. We're just going to scoop out. Once you get the big part out, then you can kind of just use a spoon. And you see when I'm shredding it, notice how the fibers kind of turn into like little stringy pieces. That's why this is called spaghetti squash. And then when you cook it down, they literally just flake out like noodles. So this could be a great substitute for those of you all who love pasta or the pasta experience, but you're maybe gluten-free or trying to watch your carbs, diabetic, pre-diabetic, just like zoodles are a great option too. All right, almost got all the seeds out of this half. We've got the oven preheating at 400. And so this recipe, we're actually going to use the squash not only as the noodles, but the bowl. All right, so we're going to actually put all of our stuff in here. So we got one down. Let's do the other one. Whew. So just going in with a big tablespoon. I see you all coming in. Hello. I didn't forget about you. If you want to be counted present, go ahead and shout yourself out. I'll scroll back. If you want to watch from the clouds, you're always welcome to the happy, wholesome, struggle cooking class. I do not have strong hands. Whew. All right. So almost done with this one. Just like a pumpkin, we're just scraping out the seeds. And this was a spaghetti squash that we just cut in half, kind of rustically. If you all have ideas, once we get this in the oven, I'll slow down and, sorry, y'all. Okay, so now we have our squash cored, washed, and ready. Okay. Whew. So what do we need to do? I'm looking at the video here. I'll show you all that can't see the video in just a moment. I think we're going to just oil and salt it. All right. I believe she uses olive oil. Yes. I don't have olive oil. You know what? I do. I got a macadamia oil. Let me use something a little bit nicer. Olive oil has a really nice flavor. I'm supposed to use MCT coconut oil, but I'm going to use this Strength Genesis macadamia nut oil. The richer oil will give you really good flavor because I'll be honest with you all, spaghetti squash is kind of mild, the flavor itself, which is a good thing because if you're cooking, you know, pasta type dishes with sauce or whatever, it will absorb that sauce. So you see, I've got it kind of greased up. I'm just going to get the pastry brush and brush that oil. That'll help the fibers kind of soften down when we get it in the oven. All right. So I'm just using a pastry brush and the oil, I'm just brushing it all on the inside and around the edges here. Same thing with this one. And y'all can see kind of the strands. So the whole thing is going to disintegrate into squash noodles, pardon me, once we get it cooked. Everybody doing all right? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you had a good Labor Day. Okay, next I believe is salt. Just like you want to salt your noodles, you want to salt your squash. So I'm just going to go in with regular table salt. I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. So I'm just going to kind of liberally salt it, both sides. All right, so we've salted. And then I believe open, oil, salt. I don't know if she did pepper. Let's do a little fresh cracked pepper just because salt and pepper go together. All right. And then I'm going to cut up some cherry tomatoes so you all can see. We've got the fresh cracked pepper on there. All right. And then I bought some cherry tomatoes. I don't know how many. We're just going to feta first, and then garlic, and then tomato. All right. And if you want to do any other Italian seasonings, you absolutely can. Did I take a picture? Let's see what else is on the recipe. Olive oil and salt. Okay, that's all. So we added pepper, no problem. Feta. So let me show y'all what I'm using. So this is a Greek, Italian, Mediterranean recipe. So I have this barrel-aged feta cheese. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So for me, when I say dairy-free, that means I can't have cow dairy. So you can see here, this one says sheep's milk. So I can have authentic feta is actually made from sheep's milk. You can get the cow feta as well, but this is just a block of feta cheese. Okay, oven is ready. Come on, Maggie. All right, I want to get this in the oven, y'all, because it's supposed to cook for an hour. So we'll do some other stuff while it's cooking. I got a little grocery haul. Maybe we'll make a little dessert. Let me just cut into this. When I'm looking up recipes or recipes come up in my feed that I want to make for you all, I try to find recipes that I can do in under an hour. So by the time I walk you all through everything and say hello to everybody, the food is ready. I love a good 30-minute meal, but I've been wanting to do this spaghetti squash for a while. All right, so you all can see we have the block of feta cheese. So I'm going to take the block and I'm just going to break it in half. It comes in a little solution, like a saltwater solution, so it is going to be slightly wet. But we're just going to break it in half down the middle carefully. And I believe, let's put the big one here because this cavity looks a little bit bigger. And then we'll just kind of press that in. All right. And then next, 4 cloves of garlic minced. So I don't have fresh garlic. I should have grabbed some, but I do have the jar garlic cloves. So I am going to grab 4 of these and just put them in the little crusher and add garlic to our concoction. Looking for my mincer. All right. I haven't ignored y'all. I'm starting fast because this has got to bake for an hour and the oven is ready. All right, so we have our little, it's not a medieval torture device. It's a garlic mincer. So we're going to spoon out our garlic. We need 4 of them. You know, fresh is always best, but if you can't get fresh, sometimes you need to take a shortcut. All right, so 4 cloves of garlic. Probably should do them, let's do 2 at a time. All right, so I'm just gonna crush it here by hand. My weak hands. Okay, and it comes through almost like a potato masher. Y'all can't really see that. All right, so we have the garlic mashed through. Let me just get a spoon and scrape that in here. We're gonna smear this garlic in all over the cheese, all over the inside. Make sure I got it all. And then we'll put a little bit around the outside too. And then we'll do the same to the other half. This could be a great, if you don't like standing over the stove, this could be a great family meal, date night meal, because we're literally just gonna put everything in the oven, all right? So we have half, we have our garlic, our feta, our salt, and oil. So let's do 2 more cloves of garlic over here. Let's take out the little scraggly bits. Once we get this in the oven, y'all, we'll do attendance and everything. So we're just gonna squeeze this down. If you don't have one of these, you can just grate it really fine. Or if you're really good with knife skills, you can chop it really fine. I am not. So we're just gonna get the garlic. And this works with fresh too. We're gonna spread it on the cheese and then a little bit on the outside. So you get that good garlicky, cheesy flavor. If you season your vegetables really well, you really won't miss the noodles. I mean, look, I've been to Italy, I've had amazing pasta, but if you're trying to recreate those flavors without those extra calories, this could be an option for you. All right, and then the last thing is tomato. So I'm going to just move this, and I'll just put them on a paper towel, and we will dice our tomato, not dice, we're just gonna cut them in half. I'll just do it right here. And then we're gonna get this in the oven. Yeah, let's see, I can get this in the oven. Try to keep my streams about an hour. Hello, everybody coming in. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get this started. Let's get it started. So we have our cherry tomatoes, the cherubs. So I'll just do, you know, like a handful. Alex loves to snack on these. Hopefully y'all saw Alex. He did a product review for me. The boys learned so much from their dad. Someone sent us some electronics. Y'all know, I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna give these a rinse, and then we're just gonna cut them in half and put them inside our pasta bowls. All right, and remember your cutting board with the groove is for your liquids. So if our tomatoes are juicy, it doesn't roll down onto the counter. It stays pooled up here. All right, let's get our squash knife that I hacked away at. And I'm just gonna literally cut these in half. I know there's hacks to do a multiple at one time, but we're just cutting these in half lengthwise, like you would have on a salad. And then we're gonna put the whole thing in the oven to bake. So if you've got company coming over, if it's date night, this could be a great recipe to just go ahead and get in the oven because it's gonna sit for an hour. And then you can go get yourself ready, take a shower, pour the wine. And then all you got to do is whatever you want to put on this side. If you're a vegetarian, dinner is done. If you're a meatitarian, you could put some meat on the side. Okay, so inside our pasta bowl, I'm just going to get a handful of the cherry tomatoes, get them all in there, cover up that cheese, get it topped up. All right. And then this one, same thing. So really just 4 ingredients: squash, cheese, seasonings, and tomatoes. So this one is a little bit smaller, or I didn't cut it perfect. It was a struggle. Welcome to my struggle cooking class. All right, so this is what we have. Now let's put it on a tray, and this is where I wanted to get to. Let's put these in the oven. All right, so we just need a tray. Get some parchment paper. Okay. I think I got this from the Dollar Tree. Pre-cut parchment paper, or you can use the one on the roll. Great for baking. It doesn't stick because it's been treated with silicone, so it's got a little bit of a shine to it. So that way you don't have to use oil. Okay, so let's put our big pasta bowls down here. One for you and one for me. The oven is at 400, so let's make sure it's empty. Y'all know how I do. All right, turn on the light. Turn on the lights and make some pasta. All right, so this is before. So we're gonna put it in. We're gonna put the timer for an hour. All right, y'all. All right, it's wobbling a little bit. Let's just carefully put it in so y'all can see. Turn on the light. Okay, y'all can see the pasta. We're good. All right, class. Now you have me all to yourself. So welcome. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I would like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. So since you've been here, we'll take attendance, but I'm going to show you all what we're making today. A recipe came up in my feed. I've always linked them in the description so you all can see. Did I not have enough tomatoes? Y'all think we need more tomato? I don't think I have a big enough bowl. All right, so this is the goal. Okay, it's music, so This is the goal. Baked feta spaghetti squash, all right? So we took a spaghetti squash, struggle cut it, scooped it out, oil, salt, feta, garlic, tomatoes. Oh, more oil on the top and more salt. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We messed up already before it gets cooking. More oil and salt. Y'all see how I messed up? Ooh, it's already hot. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Struggle. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Y'all think these tomatoes are okay? So a little bit more oil. And the oven's hot. Okay, so putting a little bit more oil on top for the tomato. I'm using macadamia nut oil. I think they use olive oil to get it all greased up. And then some more salt. 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 All right, going in. Okay, now going in the oven. I don't know why y'all keep coming back here. I'm always messing something up. All right, so now here's your before. Okay, looks good? All right, going back in. All right. Can't really get them level, but let's let them cook. And do the timer. 1 hour. I think I did 1 minute. It's 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes. All right, y'all. Let's try this again. This is what we're making. All right, we have spaghetti squash, feta, garlic, tomatoes, more oil, more salt, and then when it cooks, see how everything's going to kind of mash up together? So we're going to have a creamy pasta. We're going to top it with basil and some balsamic glaze. Baked feta spaghetti squash. All right, y'all, I'm hot. Let me turn down the air and we'll take attendance. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now, let's see who we have in class. Sorry for keeping y'all waiting. Helena says it looks yummy. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. The mom in me wants to clean, y'all. I just can't get right in a dirty kitchen. Hold up. It's too much. Too much going on. Jurgen is here. Jurgen, I was thinking about you. Lucy and I are going to be doing a reaction video tomorrow. So I make food and femininity content. If y'all are new here, sorry, TikTok. If y'all are new here, I make food and femininity content. And it's about half and half. And we are responding to a Scandinavian man tomorrow. His name is Bjorn. Is it Bjorn or Björn? Anyway, Lucy sent me a video. So tomorrow night will be relationship content. And when I saw the name Bjorn, it made me think of you, Jurgen. So I hope you're well. Jessica Latvi is here. She says, I'm present. Hello, sweetheart. Bert Taylor says, hey, beautiful. What are you cooking today? We are making spaghetti squash. Hopefully you all saw. This is the goal. All right. So this is the pasta, vegetarian, sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. That glaze may have a little sugar in it. Ron, we got Ron in the house. It's been a while. Good to see you. Ron Alexander says, using a hammer. Today's cooking utensil is sponsored by Home Depot. Look, am I handy? No. I think y'all know that by now. Look, I have told you, Maggie is not strong. I am like memory foam, okay? I'm not strong. But pumpkins, butternut squash, acorn squash, spaghetti squash, have a really hard exterior, and I don't want to hurt myself, and I don't want y'all to, think I don't have the hand strength. Maybe if you have the hand strength to just cut, but I can't. So that's what my dad does. My family's African, and so those big yams, so dad would put the knife in there. So literally you just make like a little indention to kind of get the knife still, and then he would take a hammer and he would hit the bridge of the knife so that it goes down. Then once you get it open, you can use your other tools. So look, that's how I learned. Shout out to Home Depot. If y'all know a better way, tell me. We got Mega Whimsicott, beautiful name, says hello, Maggie. Hello. Y'all, everybody say hello to everyone. Quasia's here. She says hi, everyone. Killis is here. She says hi. Oh, I love that you all are talking amongst yourselves. Ooh, Quasia says it's Tasty Tuesday. I'll take it. Tasty Tuesday. I hope it's tasty. Bert says, so you put the tomatoes inside with the cheese. Yes. So this is a one pot wonder, and your spaghetti squash is the pot. So let's see if it comes out that way. We got time now. It's gonna cook. It's gonna do its thing. So you all will be able to kind of see. All right. Everybody saying hello. Maisie says, hey, Maggie, you missed my intro. I didn't start with an intro, y'all, because I wanted to get that in the oven. So we're doing the intro now. What's on the menu tonight? Baked spaghetti squash. Oh, the rice masher. This is a garlic press. So you put your garlic cloves in here, and then it has like this little thing that crushes it. So if you have a recipe that calls for minced garlic, you can do it this way instead of doing it by hand. 1 minute, y'all. I'm a lady of a particular age. And this is why I don't really cook with the oven. It's hot. But we're good. We're good. Ooh, Jurgen says I would add ground beef to the recipe. Wonderful idea. What would you all have with this? Italian sausage would be good. I have some chicken. I was going to bake some chicken too, but I'm trying to do less so I can be more with you all. Quasia says, when I think of slicing garlic cloves, it makes me think of the scene in Goodfellas. Killis is here for Team Meat. Everybody doing well, laughing, saying hi. Kayla says, it looks like it's going to be delish. Okay. Ooh, Quasia says you would add spinach and arugula. Spinach does sound good. The recipe called for fresh basil, and I think it's still at the door. I literally just placed an order, y'all, to get these ingredients. Ron says, hold up. Hello, hello. Oh, you come here because it's lighthearted and comical cooking in real time. I'm so glad y'all love it here. This is my happy place, believe me. You know, life happens to all of us, y'all. Trust me. I work, y'all work, there's these kids. So it is nice to have an outlet where everybody is welcomed and we just have a good time. Killa says he has more tomatoes. Yeah, they did have a ton more tomatoes. So that was my only thing. I think I'm going to leave it. If we do it again, maybe I'll do more tomato. But his squash looked a little bit bigger. Or maybe they put the tomatoes all on the outside too. Or maybe their bowl was bigger. Okay, I'll add some fresh ones. First time. All right, let's see. Where is everybody? Where did I leave off? I'm coming, everyone. All right. Where are we? More tomatoes. Y'all are laughing at me, Quasia says, my husband has to open the squash for me. I grew up on rutabagas and I still don't know how your ma and grandma cut it up. Yeah, it's nice to have someone do that for you. Absolutely. Yeah, y'all saw my struggle technique. On Instagram, we got Mamie, we have Athens, we got One World, we got Austin, hello Trey, Toku, AZ, Diaspora, Rissa, Chuck is here, Rena, Fabo, and Remix. Thank you all so much. All right, I see you all. Naima on TikTok. Hello, you all coming in. If you want to shout out, let me know. Okay, so we are going to clean the counters, and then I'll let you all decide because we got time. I have my groceries here. We can either do like a grocery unboxing as I put them away, or there's a dessert recipe that I've been wanting to try. If you all want dessert, put the candy or cupcake or bakery emoji. If you want to know what's all in my groceries, put like a shopping cart emoji. And I'm here cleaning up. All right, everybody good? All right, just gonna wash this up, wipe the counters, put the hammer away. It's hammer time. Doom, doo, 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 doo. Can't open this. Doom, doo, 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 doo. Can't open this. Hello, Cerebral is here. I know, y'all. I'm always doing stuff. It's just always something. All right, we got this. Maisie is here for dessert. Okay, TikTok wants dessert. Okay, man, Team Greedy, Team Sweet is in the house today. All right, y'all. We may be able to do both because we got a while for our squash. So sit back, relax, and let me cook for you. Bert is greedy. He wants both. He wants his dessert and then wants to know what's in my groceries. Okay, no problem. So let me just rinse this out. All right. We'll put this away and do the deep clean later. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Get myself together 1 second. All right. Oh, y'all are doing a poll? Y'all, I love y'all on TikTok. Okay, so let me wipe the counters. So Low Carb Love is another content creator. She's lost 100 pounds. That's my goal as well. She has some cinnamon rolls that she made. Low carb cinnamon rolls. So we are going to try to recreate them with my substitutes and see how they turn out. All right. So, okay, I'm thinking here. So she has cinnamon rolls and then she also has like caramelized pecans. And I was wondering, could I combine and do the cinnamon rolls drizzled with the caramelized pecan? Is it too much? If you want the nuts and the cinnamon roll, put the pecan emoji or some kind of peanut emoji. If you think cinnamon rolls are enough, just put the cinnamon roll emoji. Oh my goodness, options. What are we gonna do? All right, let's clean this up. And then I will find the cinnamon roll recipe so you all can see that video. And then I'll walk you through how we're gonna do that. So if you want something sweet after your meal, we have a sugar-free option for you. And dairy-free and gluten-free. All right. Kimmis is here for the pecans. Okay, Crystal, y'all want the nuts? Everybody wants the nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the cinnamon roll recipe. And then what we're gonna do now is go back. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Curtsy. Hello, Executive, and Five. So I'm gonna show you all the cinnamon roll recipe first. But I'm going to make the caramelized pecans first. So they can kind of cool a little. Yes? Yeah, because anytime you make like a sugar glaze, it's lava hot. All right? So let's have fun tonight, everybody. How are we doing? Our squash is still, oh, look who we have here. We have a stream sponsor. The Condemned says, I already ate that. I made that in the apple glaze. I should have saved it. That would have been so good. The Condemned sends $20. Thank you so kindly. You are too generous. And he says, did I hear maple bourbon cinnamon rolls? You didn't, but I have some maple. Do I have a whiskey? I can't use me no Mister's whiskey. Wait, what is bourbon? Y'all, do I even know? Kentucky tradition. Is this bourbon? Y'all know I don't know. Okay. I got a very expensive whiskey over there that doesn't belong to me. I'll show y'all. Should I put a splash? I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know the difference between bourbon and whiskey. Single malt Scotch whiskey. This is mean old Mister's Glenlivet. I better leave it alone. All right. But let me get you up on the board. Thank you for the $20, and I'll explain to y'all what he's talking about. All right. So we have Condemned with the $20. You are the stream sponsor. The stream sponsor is the person who gives the biggest Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Facebook stars, Twitter tips, Instagram gifts. I'm just happy y'all are here. All right, let's find the cinnamon rolls. So this is what we have in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to change from this one. This was a squash cut in half, scooped out, feta cheese, garlic, salt, tomatoes. It's got and more salt and oil, bake for an hour. And then this is what the final product should be. But we got time. All right. Hello, Mr. Gax, Lady, and Nicole. Sandstar says cinnamon rolls with pecans, please. Okay. So let me go over to Low Carb Love and find Myra's page and see, did I save it? Let me see here. Oh, bear with me. She had, I saw it somewhere, or I could just recreate it, but I do like to show you all what we're doing so you can see. Okay.
Low carb cinnamon rolls in the air fryer. The first thing you start off with is some cream cheese. Cover the whole tortilla. I don't have regular sugar, but I do have a brown sugar stevia blend. Now we're gonna put in the cinnamon, sprinkle that. And since I'm gonna make it a double, I need to put the cream cheese on this side as well. And put this on top. Brush it on with some melted butter, more cinnamon sugar. I'm gonna place all my rolls into the air fryer. Just topping it with the rest of my butter, and I'm gonna air fry this at 400 for about 6 minutes. And while my cinnamon rolls were cooking, I whipped up a quick little cream cheese glaze. Cheers.
Oh my God. Did y'all see that? Okay. When I saw that, I was like, shut the front door. We got to make these cinnamon rolls. All right, y'all. So you saw she used a low carb tortilla. So of course, we know cinnamon rolls are made with like real flour. If you can have them, God help you. If you can have the Cinnabon, please have some for me. But if you need to watch your sugar, watch your calories, this could be an option. So let me show you all the ingredients that we're going to use. And then we'll put a pin in this and make the glazed pecans. And then we'll make this because it's only going to go in the air fryer for 6 minutes. And I want to have our glazed pecans ready to go. All right. One and only is here. Queen is here. Jody says, don't use that. Let me know. I missed it. I missed it. Kayla says a splash won't hurt if it's already open. Everybody's saying hello. Ooh, Maisie says, whatever you decide. Condemn said that's good. Don't get in trouble, right? Killis is here to inform us that bourbon and whiskey are kissing cousins. They're similar but different. Okay. Jurgen says bourbon is Scotch in the bourbon in the USA is what Scotch is in the UK. That's one of my dreams. I'm going to take him to like a whiskey tour in Ireland or Scotland, one of them lands. He loves that kind of stuff. Killa says if it's open, all she needs is a splash. Y'all want to get me in trouble. Looks good? Okay. So let me show y'all what we're using. Now, I ordered some tortillas. I'm not going to do the tortilla version, but let me show y'all an option. Where did it go? I had it out. If you can have real tortillas, use a real tortilla. But I was just going to show you, they do have substitute tortillas that you can use. I just have some out here. Oh, well. Here it is. I just ordered this from Walmart. We're not going to use this one. I really don't love the flavor because this one is made with pea protein. So it is a little vegetable forward. And I'm going to be honest with y'all if I like stuff or if I don't like stuff. But you can see here, this is a carb savvy tortilla. So you have lots of different options. You can use this. There's cauliflower tortillas, cassava tortillas, low carb, spinach, all kinds of stuff. All right. So you could get a low carb tortilla. But let me show you my substitute. All right, I've been wanting to use these for a while. Now, Egg Life is a wrap made from egg whites. So you all can buy these in the grocery store. Each one is only 25 calories. I don't know how many calories. Even this tortilla, one wrap is 100 calories. So we're gonna make a high protein version of the cinnamon rolls. So Egg Life is the brand. I've seen recipes. You can use this as a wrap. You can use this, you know, for breakfast, for tacos, for whatever. I've even seen a recipe. It sounds amazing. Thank you. Keep it simple. I've even seen a recipe using the wraps as lasagna noodles. So basically taking them out and then just cutting them into strips and layering them between your sauce and meat and all of that. Everybody voted for pecans on TikTok. You got it. So they have the regular, 25 calories, 5 grams of protein. They also have flavored sweet cinnamon egg white wraps. Have we ever made this before? No. Why would I do that? Has that ever stopped us? No. All right. So we've got our squash doing its thing in the oven. I can see the cheese is melting a little bit, but we're just going to leave it be. We got 40 more minutes. Okay. So they have sweet cinnamon. So I thought this would be good for our cinnamon rolls. And then they also have a Southwest flavor that has like peppers and seasoning inside the wrap. So if you're doing your tacos, your burritos, any of that stuff. So 30 calories per wrap, and we're going to use 2 of them, 5 grams of protein. So no flour. This is how we're going to stay gluten-free. Okay, so this is going to be our tortilla. Always like to show you all some of the stuff that I grab because sometimes you haven't seen this stuff before. We don't know what we like. We like what we know. Hello, boss. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Boo. Hello, Kevin. Everybody doing well? Okay, next. Whew. Y'all, when that oven is on. Whew. Okay, so you saw in the recipe, she spread with cream cheese. If you can have dairy, use your Philadelphia cream cheese. Use your store brand, your Nufta, whatever you can have. Y'all know me, dairy free. So I opened this and I ate it with crackers, but this is the Publix goat's cheese. And this time I did take it out of the fridge. So it's a little bit softer and easier to spread. Okay, so I used up some of it. I like to eat this with crackers or apples. It gives you a little protein when you're eating things that, you know, may not keep you full. So goat's cheese is an acquired taste. Try some different brands. Some are stronger than others, but this is going to be my dairy-free substitute, okay? So this is what we're gonna spread. So when Condemned was on here asking about maple bourbon, just like you can get flavored cream cheese, you can get flavored goat's cheese. And if y'all were with me, I did an unboxing and there was a maple bourbon goat's cheese, but I used it up. Greedy. Sabrina says you've tried the egg life and it's not for me, but it's very versatile and popular. All right, we're gonna try it for dessert, see how we like it. Sabrina says I'm willing to try as a dessert, like what you're making now. Okay, wonderful. Hello, my dear. Gillis says, nice, so many options out there. Thanks, Maggie, for all these amazing substitute tips. You're welcome, sweetheart. You know, on this health and wellness journey, look, clearly I like to eat, but I want to enjoy my food. I know sometimes it's just fuel, sometimes it's just nutrition, but if you have to change your diet, I think it is good to find food that you want to eat. So that's what I do here for you all, is just share with you different substitutes, and that's what makes me your substitute teacher. All right, so brown sugar. Oh, Killis, you're here. I sent you a picture. I don't know if you checked your messages. Was it yesterday? Killis was saying that she loves this lime mayonnaise. So I ordered this. It's bigger than I thought. So we're not going to use this today, but when we made the BLT, maybe I'll do another BLT Friday. No, I'm traveling Friday. The next time we do a BLT, like Food Talk TV, I'll get out the lime mayo. Gillis swears by this stuff. All right. So I ordered it. Okay. Brown sugar we'll sprinkle on here. Another sugar-free sugar option is the Swerve. All right. So this is my 0-calorie sugar. It gives us the wet sand experience. So this is what we're going to use in our cinnamon rolls. Again, if you can have real brown sugar, use it. But you can get calorie-free sugar, 0 calories, in brown sugar, in table sugar, also it's called granular sugar, or in powdered sugar, which is confectioner sugar, like for the dustings of stuff to make it look really nice. All right. Hello, Esteban. So we have our brown sugar, cinnamon. Okay. So we have cinnamon, obviously, for cinnamon rolls. But if you don't have cinnamon or you want to try something else, you could substitute maybe a pumpkin pie spice or, ooh, we're going to do these her recipe. But what if you had, see how my mind goes? Hold up. I thought I had some canned pumpkin in here. It's somewhere. Okay. Oh, here it is. Oh. I just had an idea. What if you follow this recipe? You got some canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling, just real pumpkin, or butternut squash if you're going to do my substitute. And instead of, or in addition to, you made pumpkin pie cinnamon rolls. So do all that, but on top of the cream cheese, add your pumpkin or pumpkin pie spice. There's your fall low carb, low calorie dessert. All right, brown sugar, cinnamon, and that's it. Okay, so now we're gonna put a pin in this. We will make this. Let's go ahead and get started on the pecans, all right? Because those are literally just going to sizzle down right here. So it was also a low carb love recipe. Let me see if I can find it. So many different recipes, y'all, that you can make to enjoy the things that you like. I have some pecans that I've been munching on. Watch your portion on the nuts because they can add up really quickly. I may have to go to her blog, but she's like me. That's one thing about Instagram. Like, I wish you could search for something specific. Is this it? Okay, roast them pecans, chop the pecans. No. All right, let me see. I think it's just in the skillet with some brown sugar and some other stuff, but low carb love pecan. All right. Let's go to her blog. You can find all of her recipes on lowcarblove.com. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for enjoying some struggle cooking with me, but we're gonna have fun. If you're here, our squash is still doing its thing. It looks like it's just kind of sinking into the basin a little bit, but we're just gonna let it sit. It says 34 more minutes, so we got time. Pecan. Okay, candied pecans. Ooh, we got candied pecans. We got keto praline pecans. Oh my gosh. All right, so we need pecans, sweetener, vanilla, and cinnamon for the candied pecans. The praline pecans, yeah, you need to roast them. This one you need heavy cream and vanilla. Oof. All right, y'all. Focus, Maggie. Let's go with the basic. So we're going to do candied pecans. All right, so this is what we're going to make. We're going to go ahead and cook these and put them aside and top them on our cinnamon rolls. So let me find the video. We'll just let it play. And let me get the ingredients out and the stovetop. 3 cups of pecans. Let's start with that. I don't think I have 3 cups, so we'll just have to scale it down. And we're not going to use all of these for the, take that down. We're not going to use all of these for the cinnamon rolls, but you can save these, top them on your waffles, top them on whatever you want to do. Trinity says there's a search on the bottom of the screen. Thank you, sweetheart. Hello, middle. Hello, next level. Hello, Dr. Wizzo. And hello, Maid. So we have some fresh pecans. Let's just measure out what we have. All right. So this is something that you can do if you don't have the exact ingredients. What I would recommend, you can always scale up or scale down your recipes. Go with the ingredient that you have the least of. So for me, it's the pecans, because the rest is just sweetener, water, and vanilla. All right. So, and this is a half cup measure. My 1 cup is probably dirty. So I'm supposed to have 6 of these, but I know I don't. All right, so that's 1 cup. All right, we're gonna call like 1.5 cups. So we're gonna make half the recipe. Since the recipe calls for 3 cups, we have 1.5 cups. So we're gonna bring down all the other recipes because 1.5 is half of 3. Struggle math. All right, so, and that way I'm just measuring it instead of eyeballing it. Okay. And we have our fresh pecans. Next, we need 1.5 cups of sweetener. Now, she says granulated monk fruit will work the best. I almost want to use the 0-calorie swerve. Let me see if I have monk fruit. If not, we'll use that. Yeah, we'll just use what we have. I used to keep so many sweeteners, allulose, monk fruit. For the sugar-free sugars, I know some people want to stay really natural. There are some that are plant-based. There are some that are laboratory made. So just use the one that works for you. This one is allulose and erythritol. All right, so we need 1.5 cups of that. All right. All right, so let us do our 1.5 cups of sweetener. Now, since this is already a brown sugar, it's going to brown even darker. But if you wanted to keep it light and golden, you could use like a white colored sweetener. Hello, Shrio. Hello, Chelsea. Thank you, that boy. I appreciate that. All right, so let's kind of flatten it out. So you see we have those nice little brown sugar crystals. So we need, oh, hold up, Maggie. We're doing half the recipe. So instead of 1.5 cups, we need 3/4 cups. See, I almost messed up. Let me scoop out a little bit of this because we got to take all of the ingredients down by half. 3/4 cup. I always say I'm a cooker, not a baker. With baking, you got to be more precise. And that's why it's kind of good to have these other containers. That way you didn't just dump the whole thing in there. All right. So we have our sugar-free brown sugar. Exactly. Thank you, Chanel. Y'all caught me just in time. Thank you for helping me cook. 3 tablespoons of room temperature water. So that means 1.5 for us. 1.5 tablespoons of water. All right, so just a little bit of water. Just getting everything together, then we'll get the skillet out. All right. 1.5 tablespoons of water. All right, so we have our 1 tablespoon measure. We're going to do 1.5 because it calls for 3. All right. Just get some water from the sink. Get it kind of lukewarm, not cold. All right. 1.5. All right. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So that means for us, a half teaspoon of vanilla, which is like a splash. All right. We got the 1/4 teaspoon, so half of those. Let's grab the vanilla. Oh, you know what you could do? So this recipe calls for vanilla. You could use any other extract like, shout out to the Condemn. If you're still in here, if you want me to make maple candy pecans, I can. I'm not a huge maple person, but for you, I will. But this is where you all can get kind of creative and use whatever extract you like. So we have the vanilla here ready to go, and then a teaspoon of cinnamon. We got the cinnamon here ready to go. All right. So let me read through the instructions, then I'll just let the video play while I do it. Let the music play. Okay, heat a large pan on medium heat. So let me get a large pan. Oh, I'm used to getting my pans from there. Hold up. All right, I don't know which one I need. You probably want them to be, we'll have both. You probably want them to be in a single layer so they can get nice and coated. Heat a large pan on medium heat. If you want, you can roast the pecans for about 5 minutes. If not, skip to the next step. Let's go ahead and roast them. Might as well give us a little bit more pecan flavor, a little bit more nutty flavor. All right, so let's move this stuff and get the cooktop out. Greedy. Killa says pecans are the best. I got it. Use it every day. It won't go to waste. All right. Just so you all can see what we're using. I'm going to make space for the cooktop. And this is something you could do on the weekend when you have time. That way you have candy pecans as a snack. Put them on your salad. Put them on everything. And these will be sugar-free. All right. So let's move. I'm going to put our cooktop down, and we're going to dry roast the pecans. If y'all were with me, I think the Food Talk TV episode, we roasted the pecans. You can do this with any nut of your choice. Dry skillet, medium heat. Just put them in there dry. And what will happen is in a few minutes, you'll start to smell the aroma of the pecans because they have natural oils inside. And with the heat, it will start to open up the pecans. And it's like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Hello, Mega. Hello, GD. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Maria. Thank you all so much. All right. So we have the skillet. Just going to turn it on medium. Nothing in the skillet. Let me move it down so everybody can see. While I'm reading the rest of the instructions, I'm just going to put, should I use this one? Yeah. All right. You just want it big enough so they're kind of, everybody gets a little bit of heat. And I stop snacking. Okay. Let it do its thing. Mom says cook with all your senses, so don't just set it and forget it. When it starts to get fragrant, you'll want to like just kind of toss them a little bit. No oil, no nothing. And then notice the color, kind of a light brown. Woo. As we apply heat to them, you'll hear them start to pop a little bit. You can hear them already. And then they'll get a little darker in color. All right. Lightly roast them for 5 minutes or skip to the next step. So I'm just going to read through. Add your sweetener. We have sugar-free brown sugar, water, and then vanilla. All right, we'll do the vanilla. And mix until combined. And you'll cook until the mixture starts to get brown and bubbly. Y'all hear them popping? About 3 minutes for that to happen. Then add the pecans and cinnamon. So we'll need to do the like the sugar sauce in another skillet. Okay. Then add the pecans once it melts down. And then stir occasionally. Let me get a spatula. And then the whatever, we'll start to coat them. Remove the pan from the stove and transfer to a lined sheet of parchment paper. Let me go ahead and get that. So I'm just gonna toss them a little bit. Y'all can see the ones that were on the bottom are already starting to brown a little bit. And then just putting them back on the heat. I'm gonna get the parchment paper ready to go. All right, so I'll set this behind me. We have another tray. Did I put it away? Yep. We want to go ahead and have this prepped because when they come out of the hot, bubbly goodness, we want to have a place to pour them. All right. So this will be ready for them when they come out. Oh, it smells like a bakery. Just dry roasting the nuts. This just gives the nuts like even more character, even more flavor. Just a few minutes. All right. Remove the pan from the stove, transfer to a parchment paper, allow to cool. And then while they're cooling, we'll make the cinnamon rolls. And it says, depending on the sweetener, your pecans may cool immediately. If you're using real sugar, please let them cool. Real sugar gets incredibly hot when it melts down, okay? Have the kids in the kitchen with you, but be careful. Hello, British. Hello, Leonard. Hello, King. All right, so I'm gonna play the video and I'm just gonna do the steps. We'll just keep it on no sound. Okay, now I'm starting to smell the, yeah. All right, I'm gonna take these off and put them behind me. But hopefully you all can see the change in color. I know you can't smell it, but if you were to taste one just dry, not only is it warm, it's not smoky, but it's got like a little bit of char to it. I like it. That's optional. Okay, so these are gonna go over here to rest. Now let's get the good stuff going. So skillet, I've got this on medium heat. As clean as we go. If you really don't want to cook, this could be your holiday contribution. Have a nice little dish. So when the kids and people come through the kitchen snacking, they have something to have. Okay. Oh, she's doing this recipe doesn't have butter in it, but there's so many different ways y'all can do it. Let me go back to the instructions. Medium heat, add the sweetener. All right, so our sugar-free brown sugar, water. All right, Condemned didn't say anything about, so we're gonna do vanilla. Water and vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You could actually go extra on vanilla. So we'll stick with the ½ teaspoon since we have this recipe. All right, so this is our vanilla, one of our scholars. Kimmy says, what are you making? We're making candied pecans to go on top of cinnamon rolls to be served after our spaghetti squash is done. All right, so we have a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna do 2 of these. ½ teaspoon of vanilla. All right. Cook until the mixture gets brown and bubbly. I think it's brown and bubbly. Didn't take long. This stovetop does not take long at all. And plus we have half the ingredients. Add your pecans and cinnamon. All right. So we roasted our pecans. Now remember, this is sugar-free sugar. Put the pecans in and the cinnamon. I'm just gonna go liberally with the cinnamon. All over that stuff. Oh my gosh, y'all. It smells so good with the brown sugar. Stir occasionally until the mixture coats the pecans. So we want to make sure all of our pecans are greased up. We don't want any ashy pecans. Y'all can see the video. She's making it here. So this is looking nice. When I tell you it smells so good. All right, so we've got them nice and coated. And I'm just gonna kind of shake them into a single layer so you all can see. All right. Remove from the pan and transfer to parchment paper. That's it. So they're gonna cool. Let's put these on the parchment paper, then we'll make the cinnamon rolls. We've got 16 minutes left. So this recipe didn't have any butter or anything. So I'm just going to all right, you know you want to taste one so bad, but I'm just going to kind of spread them out. This was brown swerve, and we're just going to let them cool. One is over here. For research purposes, I'm going to taste it and see how it is. Hopefully it's not lava hot. God. Yeah, so good. Okay, so they're still warm. We are going to just put these behind me. So they're cool. They will cool down. And then when the cinnamon rolls come out, we'll put these on them. So excited. All right. So that's done. Spaghetti squash is doing its thing. Now we're going to go back to dessert. All right. Let me clean this up. You know, we don't want to waste anything. Which one of y'all was in mom or grandma's kitchen when she was cooking, trying to get the free samples, licking the spoon? I know somebody wants that. I know somebody wants that. All right. See how quickly it cooled down off the heat? You can tell it's not brown and bubbly anymore. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. This is for research. Oh, it's good. Hot, but it's good. Okay. Let it cool down, but it's good. And it's sugar-free. All right, so let's just rinse that off, and we'll make cinnamon rolls, and then everything should come together. But yeah, y'all can see that was super easy. Make them for the week. That could be a healthy snack. Put it on your yogurt parfait. Top it on your pancakes, anything. All right, let's move the cooktop. Hello, Juan is here. Fatty says, I always clean the spoon. I know, right? Okay, so we're done with this. Done with our roasting. All right, let me just. They're good. They're still a little bit chewy. You know, we need them to cool. If I would leave them alone. All right. Now we're ready to make the cinnamon rolls. All right. So finally, let's go back to cinnamon rolls. So for anyone who just hopped in, we got 3 things going today. We started the stream with our spaghetti squash in the oven. It cooks for an hour. We got 13 minutes left. 13 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. I know it's 4 minutes or 6 minutes or whatever. I make up my own lyrics here. All right, so low carb love. Let's find her cinnamon roll. And I'll put this on so y'all can see. Air fryer 3 net carb cinnamon rolls. I don't have the glaze, but maybe I can whip something up.
I don't have regular sugar, but I do have a brown sugar stevia blend. Now we're going to put in the cinnamon, sprinkle that. And since I'm going to make it a double, I need to put the cream cheese on this side as well. And put this on top. Brush it on with some melted butter. More cinnamon sugar. I'm going to place all my rolls into the air fryer. Just topping it with the rest of my butter, and I'm going to air fry this at 400 for about 6 minutes.
Okay. And we're going to put our pecans on that.
I whipped up a quick little cream cheese glaze.
I don't have a cream cheese glaze. What is that? Probably just some cream cheese melted with a little bit of almond milk and sweetener. I may just have to do powdered sweetener, y'all. I don't know if I have all of that. Okay?
Cheers.
I'm trying to make it all for you. Okay. Hello, Gutta. Hello, Simon. Hello, Gotham City. Okay. So let's get the cutting board. Let's just turn it over. Let's use the other side. Let's use the dry side. Tortillas. We're not using tortillas. We're using. Let's move the maple. All right, so I'm using the Egg Life Sweet Cinnamon Egg Wraps, all right? Get the scissors. Oh, I think I put it in the sink. Yep. I just need to get in here. All right. We open? Let me clean my hands. So we're gonna do it Myra's way. We're gonna make a double. Gutman says, can I request a mushroom dish for a future stream? You absolutely can. We used to have, I used to do all kind of stuff by request. What would you like? And I'll get the ingredients. And when would you like me to make it? And I'll absolutely stream it for you. But it's going to be, a substitute version. Only when the boys are here do I cook the full flavor stuff because I can't eat that, y'all. All right, so you all can see we have our cinnamon egg life wraps. Okay, so this is going to be my tortilla. And so we're going to make a double. Oh, it smells good. So you can see it looks like a pancake, but this is egg white. All right, so it's protein, no carb, or low carb, 1 carb. If you can have the full flavor, please have it from me. And they have regular. This is cinnamon. They also have Southwest. Okay. So I'll leave that here because I know sometimes y'all see stuff for the first time. Okay, so next is, she used cream cheese. I'm using my Publix goat's cheese. You just need a soft, spreadable cheese. So this is the one that I'm using. And I did take it out of the fridge at the beginning of the stream. So it's nice and, uh-oh, did my camera die? Y'all, we always struggle over here. So it's nice and spreadable. Oh, wait, it's coming back. Y'all know those shows where nothing goes wrong? Yeah, so spaghetti squash is in the oven. It's looking good. The cheese is melted. The tomatoes are doing their thing. It says 9 more minutes. But it says an hour, hour and 15. We'll see if we can get it out at an hour. Okay, let's get a spreader and spread this on. Let's see. I'll try not to use all of it. Maybe I'll be able to make a little bit of glaze. I don't know if she has amounts, but we just have kind of a heaping amount. And she did a double. So we're going to put it on both sides. See if I can save some of it. So this can be your cream cheese. I'm going to try and spread it all over kind of thin. If you like the flavored cream cheeses, you could absolutely do the one that has different flavors. I just have to watch all that extra sugar and those extra flavors. Hello, Jeremy is here. Thank you all so much for being here. Ooh, Killis wants a mushroom quesadilla with the low carb tortillas. That sounds amazing. I don't know if I've ever made a mushroom quesadilla. But yeah, we could saute some mushrooms for sure. Are we doing onions and peppers with it or just mushroom? Gutta Man, if you're still here, let me know if the mushroom quesadilla sounds good to you. Tomorrow's femininity content, so I could do it Thursday because I'm not streaming Friday and Saturday. Friday, I'm traveling. I'm going to Miami, another YouTube event. So y'all will see a recap of that. And then Saturday is the Elegance event. Okay, so 2 cinnamon tortillas with goat's cheese for me. It could be cream cheese for you. All right, so we did that. And then she does brown sugar. I'm going to leave a little bit and see if I can make a glaze with this. I think you just mix it in the microwave, like melt it down, a little splash of almond milk, sweetener. I think I've seen her make it before. All right, focus. Brown sugar. All right, so let's go back to the swerve. The same swerve that I think I'm going to keep this off of the oven so it can really cool because it's not hot, but you know, the oven's on, but they're starting to cool a little bit. Oh my God. Let's leave them here in all seriousness because the oven's warm. Okay. Brown sugar. See how I got distracted? So I'm using my 0 sugar-free sugar. So let me just get a spoon and get in there. And I think she only put the brown sugar on one side. So I'm just going to get like a tablespoon and I'm going to really sprinkle it. Would y'all do both sides or just one? Greedy. But you want to make sure you get that brown sugar everywhere because when we roll it up, we want to make sure we get that brown sugar in each bite. And I'm going to take the back of the spoon and just kind of smooth it so we have a nice layer of brown sugar in there with the goat's cheese or cream cheese. All right, and then we got the extra Team Greedy in the house. No crystals left behind. And just kind of smear that all the way. Quality control. So good. Y'all can tell what kid I was. This is a problem. All right, and then cinnamon. Got 1. We did that. Brown sugar. We're doing that. Cinnamon. We're doing that. And then the other one was plain, kind of like sandwich style. Okay. So now going in with the cinnamon. Good evening. Hello, grand lady. Ooh, Guttaman says mushroom stroganoff. All right. So what can we use for noodles? Because that sounds amazing, but I cannot have that pasta. We could do zoodles if you're okay with zucchini noodles, or I know there's some low carb noodles like hearts of palm and stuff like that. Do you have a substitute for regular noodles? That's why I'm your substitute teacher. All right, so you all can see we have our cinnamon and our brown sugar, sugar-free sugar. So now we're going to put this tortilla egg wrap on top. So we have our cream cheese on top, like a little sandwich. Okay, then we're gonna roll it up and slice it. This is where I get nervous. All right, so let's see. So we have a beautiful, like double decker. So I'm gonna try and roll it small. Now she used tortillas. I am using the Egg Life, which is a little bit thicker. But we got it. All right. Almost looks like a cannoli. All right. So let me keep the seam side down. Now where I get nervous is going to cut. Let me see if I can get the bread knife because when I cut, what ends up happening is I apply too much pressure and it squishes down. So I want to, wait, she brushes it with butter too, right? We need to melt a little bit of butter. We do that before or after we cut? Because y'all know I'll mess it up. And then we'll make the sauce. We did that. Egg white noodles condemned is here. Okay, egg white noodles, let me focus. Cinnamon, brown sugar. Yeah, we did that. We did the top layer. All right, we put it on top, we rolled it, and then she cut it and then puts the butter and then more sugar, and then air fry. Okay, that makes sense because if you did it dry, the butter, it wouldn't stay on there. All right, so let's see if I have the serrated knife because I want them to look nice for y'all. All right, let me just try. They're unraveling. I'm gonna do one, and if it opens up, then I'm gonna put toothpicks in them because I really want them to stay. That's probably too small. Yeah, see what's happening? All right. I'll make them a little bigger, and they're still gonna taste good, but you see what's happening? Sometimes my substitutes are 1 for 1. Thank you, AZ PB from Green Acres. All right, so let's just do this. Let's see if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our little pinwheel kind of came apart. All right, so I'm gonna try and cut them a little bit bigger, see if they stay together. That's working. All right. Oh, what happened? All right, let's keep them like this. So I'm just using the little toothpicks, almost like our little Pampered Chef guide. All right. And again, these are only 30 calories each, the wraps. So y'all see, this could be a great dessert option if you wanted a sweet treat after a meal. Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. All right, I probably shouldn't have separated them, but that's fine. Let me put them on the tray. Well, let's do how she did. Let's melt some butter really quick. All right. All right. Y'all know I'm using the dairy-free plant-based butter, so I'm just gonna get a tablespoon of this. It's been an hour, but I'm gonna leave it until these are done because it says an hour to an hour and 15. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay, let me turn off the timer. All right, leave it at 400. It's starting to do its thing. I'm excited. All right. We're just gonna put this butter in the microwave for like 15 seconds. Put a paper towel over top so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Nothing worse than a dirty microwave. Well, there are things worse. You know what I mean. All right. Let me get the other pastry brush. This one just came apart, so let's taste it. It's not raw. Lemonades is what's in the oven. Spaghetti squash. Not done yet. All right, let's get the brush. Let's get the air fryer ready. Let's get some more parchment paper. Oh, hold up. It's bubbling. All right, so we have our melted butter. All right. Oops. I'm going to transfer them here and then do the butter so I don't have a big mess. So let me just put the parchment paper on the rack. Or foil might be better, but let's do everything the way she did. Where are you? Oh, it's right here, y'all. I just used it. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm getting excited. All right. So let's put them up top. We'll brush them this way and then turn them on the sides and brush them again. But let me put them together because we're going to sprinkle some more cinnamon sugar on them. All right. So this is what we have to start. A little bit ashy, but that's okay. I'm going to keep the toothpicks in them. And then we're gonna get them all greased up with our melted dairy-free butter for me. If you can have regular butter, please, please enjoy it. I love it. It just doesn't love me back. All right, stand up, and then we'll tilt you over. All right, that one's on its side. And then we're gonna sprinkle some more brown sugar. Okay, and then I think she put them in the air fryer like this. I'm just gonna kind of let them stay in this goodness. And then I'll brush the last bit of the butter on the sides. And then they're gonna go in the air fryer for 6 minutes. Yep, exactly. Butter. 400 for 6 to 8 minutes. All right. I'm just kind of pushing all the goodness up here next to them. So when it melts down, they're all in that yumminess. And then we'll make a quick glaze. We've got our pecans over here. We'll clean up and get our squash out. What do y'all want first? What do you want me to taste first? If you want me to eat the cinnamon roll first, since they're gonna be hot and fresh, come and get it. Or do you want me to do the squash first? Vegetable or dessert? Vote with emojis in the chat. All right, put that in. So we're gonna do 400. Let's do 7 minutes. All right. Now I'm just gonna use the same container that we had the butter in, and I'm gonna put the last of the goat's cheese, or it could be cream cheese for you, the softened goat's cheese. I'm just gonna put the last of it in here. We're gonna try and make a quick glaze in the microwave. See if we can drizzle on them. All right, so just scraping the last bit. She doesn't have a recipe, but we're just gonna do that. And I'm gonna make it up as I go. Let's move everything. I'm gonna get a splash of almond milk. Just so I can stir it. You can get this from the dollar store. And cinnamon. Cinnamon where? Oh my gosh, how did the popcorn turn out the other day? Disaster. Absolute struggle stream. All right, splash. Just like that much. And then stir. And then we want this to be sweet. So let me see, do I have any powdered sweetener? I think I have some allulose. Do I have any stevia? All right. I have another sugar-free sugar, the allulose, 0 calories. This one is granular. Powdered would be better, but this is what I got. Someone on TikTok said cinnamon, North Star, cinnamon where? All right, so I'm just gonna put a teaspoon and we're gonna stir it into like a paste. And then we'll taste it. I guess you could also put some vanilla in here. And then we're just gonna microwave it for like 10 seconds. And then this will be our glaze. So you all wanna do your little desserts for one? Pretty says vegetables first. Whitney says dessert first. Okay, so y'all see what I'm doing? You can make a cupcake or a little cake for one. Make your own little dairy-free, sugar-free frosting. This is actually coming out quite nicely, but we want it to drizzle. Let's taste it. Oh my God, y'all, that's good. For those of y'all who don't like goat's cheese because it's got a little funk to it, like a blue cheese, with the sweetener, I don't know, that came together really nicely. Oh my goodness. AZ says do the squash first and save the best for last. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get the squash out of the oven. Yeah, because it's starting to brown. Let's turn this off. Okay, so we're gonna put a pin in this. We have our, oh my gosh, y'all, our pecans are like, I have to crumble them. They're looking good. Okay, focus, Maggie. This is where I get excited. All right, pecans, let's move that. We have our dessert paste. When the cinnamon rolls are done, we'll microwave this for like 10 seconds just so we have a nice little drizzle, okay? But this could be a great frosting, just enough for a serving of one. All right, so we'll leave that there. Let's clean up, let's get this squash out. All right, whew, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, getting the camera ready. Y'all know how we do. Okay, so put a pin in that. We're going back to our main meal recipe, which was coming back to low carb love. We were on grilled cheese social. Let's go back to our spaghetti squash. And I think I still have the basil at the front door, y'all. This is a fun one. If it turns out good, I'm excited. Okay, so this is what we're getting ready to get out of the oven. This is the goal. So if you're just hopping in, we had squash, cut it in half, took the seeds out, oil, salt, feta cheese, tomato, more oil, more salt, bake it for an hour. We're gonna stir everything up. This is the spaghetti noodles, but we're gonna put some balsamic glaze. Oh, we gotta stir it, then the glaze, and then the fresh basil, okay? All right. So let's move all of this. All right, let's get that out of the oven. I'm gonna put a towel down because y'all know it pops up on my granite counters and it scares me every time. All right, so squash is coming out. You thought the pecan was a popcorn dish? Okay, so those 2 minutes left on those. Maybe we should have waited to bake them, but it's okay. Whew, hot, 400 degrees for an hour. But this could be a great meal. Hold on, y'all, let me focus. Okay. I don't know if y'all, oh my God, y'all, this looks beautiful. Let me see if I can get it up so you can see. So for an hour, and you're right, they did have more tomato, but I want y'all to see before I stir it up. So look at the liquid that is releasing from the squash. Look how it's gotten all tender. And if you look at the texture of the squash, look at it how it's just like, it's gonna flake so easily. We had a little bit of browning on the cheese. Okay, careful now. Okay, so we're gonna get a fork and hopefully it just flakes up for us into spaghetti strings. And then I have my balsamic glaze and I ordered some basil at the front door. I couldn't get fresh, so I got like fresh dried. Okay. Oh, you're loving this, Whitney, yay. Okay, so I just have 2 forks. I'm just gonna kind of stabilize with one. Oh my gosh, y'all. Do you see, I don't know if y'all can see, notice how, ouch, hot. Y'all see how it's like stringy? This is why it's called spaghetti squash. So I'm just gonna kind of rake through, mix the cheese. It's dairy-free for me. It's sheep's milk feta. You can use regular feta. The tomatoes are nice and roasted. I'm just kind of mashing it all together because your spaghetti is your squash is your bowl. Yeah, probably more tomatoes next time. We could cut up some extra and do fresh tomatoes as a garnish. But if you don't like standing over the stove, this is a great recipe. Put it in the oven. Then after an hour, after everything is done, take it out and serve. All right. Should I do both? Oh my gosh, I have to. God, it tastes like the best Alfredo. Oh my God. Okay, I'm coming, cinnamon. So you all see we have the noodles there. Hopefully you can see. The other one is still undone. I'm gonna run to the door and get the basil that I ordered. I wish I had fresh. And then we'll do both of them. We'll scrape it up like that. But yeah, more tomatoes next time. Let me get the glaze. I just saw you. Where are you? Oh. All right, up until now, we've been 100% sugar-free. We are gonna put this balsamic glaze on there. They probably have a sugar-free one somewhere, but this does have sugar in it. So we'll kind of go light, but this is gonna give us that last drizzle. And then, oh my gosh, y'all, this just looks beautiful the way it's just pooled in the, wonderful. All right, let me go get the basil from the door. I placed 3 separate orders trying to get fresh basil, and everybody was out. I really wanted to get fresh basil, but this is what I got. The chopped basil, it says lightly dried, so we're gonna put some of this on. Let me just clean my hands since I touched outside. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do the other one. I need one of y'all to eat this with me. Ah, ah. This would be so good. Like, just imagine. Oh, let's check on our cinnamon rolls. Should I put the glaze on them now or wait? We're going to put these in the air fryer, but the cinnamon rolls are done, and then we're going to microwave our glaze. I'm so excited. Okay, focus. All right, this is a long one, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get in here and just kind of, oh, it smells so good. The oil, if you had a really good olive oil, that aroma, the garlic that we put on there. If you can do extra tomato, I would probably do extra tomato. I was kind of light on tomato. But if you like a pasta Alfredo sauce, this is a gluten-free because the noodles are your pasta. And believe me, with all these flavors, you do not miss it. This is a great substitute. What other ideas? Jurgen said he would put beef in this. However you like to eat your pasta, you could make that, put your meat sauce in here. All right. So just get a nice mix going on. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the plate and then we'll garnish. She's got a black plate, so let me get a black plate. All right. See if I can. Okay. Let me not burn myself because there might be some hot liquid in there. Let's use 2 hands. Y'all. Okay. Where's my car wash man now? Like, I have extra food. They say it's best eaten right away, but maybe it'll microwave up good tomorrow. All right. So the second one is done. Come and get it. All right. So we have make a chicken Alfredo, grilled chicken. Absolutely. See what I mean, y'all? Use your recipes as inspiration. So I have this basil. I really wish I had the fresh one, but I don't have a garden. I'm not good at that. All right. What did they do first? Yeah, we mixed it. Oh my God, y'all, this smells so good. Fresh basil and then glaze. Okay. So we have our basil. I'm just going to get in here. And it's not like, it's kind of moist. I don't know if y'all can tell. So it's not like the basil shaker ones. But if that's all you have, that's all you have. All right. This would look so good on a white plate. A little extra garnish. Oh my God, y'all. I'm getting excited. Gutterman has said, have you ever made psyllium husk bread as a carb substitute? not psyllium husk. I have made, which one did we make, y'all? Was it hemp seed? There was something, but one moment. We got a lot going on right now. All right. Now this does have sugar. Up to now, 100% sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-less brisket. You got your fork and spirit. Y'all go eat with me. All right. So Christina, this is for you. Bertolli, balsamic glaze. All right. So to get that nice action, you want to start moving your hand before you squeeze so you don't have like a big splat. All right. So oh my God. Y'all, very rarely do I impress myself. Very rarely. I don't think I'm that good. My mom is a retired home economics teacher. Look, y'all, we made that. Okay, focus, Maggie. Let's take a picture. I don't know what to do first. I want to run around the room. Okay, take a picture and then we'll get the cinnamon rolls out. All right, y'all happy now? Gentlemen, you can do this. Beautiful date night and healthy. Beautiful filling because it's all the goodness in there. All right. Only thing I would do different is more tomato. I would do more tomato, but first time we did it, y'all. Was it worth the hour? Oh my word, y'all, look at that. So when y'all say, Maggie, did you make that? Yes, we made that. I almost want to do both of them. All right, let's do some with the flash. This is a great recipe if you don't want to stay over the stove. Just put it all in the oven. Okay. We did it, y'all. We did it. Oh my gosh, looks delicious. We did it. All right, should I eat it first? I gotta taste it. Then we'll get our cinnamon rolls. Okay, get a spoon or a fork or something. All right, y'all. It's a beautiful moment. Bon appetito. Yes, without the glaze, sugar-free, but dairy-free and gluten-free. Y'all, we did this. We did this, y'all. You can make this. I started with a hammer and look at where we ended up. Okay, let's get in here. If you like your pasta, if you like your Italian flavors, no noodles, our squash is the noodle. Let's get some of that goodness, feta cheese. Let's get some basil, some tomato. I'm gonna sop up some of that glaze. Oh my God. That's actually poor etiquette to blow. So just allow your food to cool, be patient. We start the finishing school this weekend, but when you're around others, you don't wanna, okay? Don't do that. Just wait, let it cool. Y'all, I could cry. This right here. If you have to eat healthy, but you feel like, oh man, I'm not gonna like my food, y'all would eat this. My pasta lovers, my Italian lovers, cut up some Italian sausage. My meatitarians, put your pasta, your whatever meat you eat in here. Y'all look at that. This is our noodle, and it's squash. You got people in your family that don't eat vegetables? Serve this to the kids. They will eat it. Oh my God. Where is Tyrone, my car wash guy? Okay, focus. Let's do our cinnamon roll. Ah, I should have had two perfect pictures. It's fine. So we have our glaze. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for like 10 seconds. All right. Let's take out our cinnamon rolls. So they're still warm from the air fryer. see if I can take my toothpicks out. I use the Egg Life, so no tortilla for me. Let's see what we can put them on so they don't look janky like this. Did she just eat them out of the container? Let's see, let's do a small black plate. All right. Sorry, y'all, I don't want to be so loud. I want to be elegant for you, but I'm excited. All right. I'll place them. I was going to slide them, but let me just place them while they're still carefully. And then we will drizzle the cream. Y'all, when this camera comes off, hello, Chemistry Nails. All right. This one's a little bit janky. All right. Not perfect, but it's fine. Let's see if our glaze is warm enough to drizzle. We may need just a couple more seconds. I just did 10 seconds. I'm going to do like 10 more seconds because we want it to, if I stop tasting it, we want it to literally glaze on here and then our pecans. All right. Y'all, we did a lot today. I gave y'all 3 streams today. And these have been cooling. Let me put them in a container so they don't look all janky. Hold up, we don't want to burn our glaze. All right, hold up. I'm gonna miss y'all on Friday and Saturday. All right, so we have our pecans are done. Put them on a salad, put them on everything. Let's see how our glaze is looking. Turn off the light. All right, I'm just gonna call it now. All right, so here we go. We're gonna glaze. I don't want to drop the, yeah, let me not drop the glass. Probably should have a little bit more glaze, but this is fine, y'all. When I tell you I want to jump in here, because I'm team sweet, I would eat dessert first and then, all right, cinnamon rolls, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. Let's put some pecans, candy pecans on here that we made. And a little garnish. Talk about a guilt-free meal. You will sleep well tonight. Your dessert is ready. Your cinnamon rolls are ready. You're gonna go to the store and get spaghetti squash, absolutely. And here's a hack, you all. If you just want to get the spaghetti squash noodles, for this baked feta, you need the oven, but you could actually cook the spaghetti squash in the microwave. Cut it in half, scoop it out, oil and salt, and then put it flesh side down. Use your, like a potato, use your fork to poke a couple holes in the skin or whatever, and microwave them. And then you could just have the noodle that you could take out and put in any sauce. If you have leftover sauce and don't want to eat the noodles, y'all look at this. Let's take a picture of the cinnamon rolls. And then for the first time, I can say I'm tired, y'all. We used to do 2-hour streams in the past, and my man was like, yeah, I think we can take it down to an hour. But I really wanted to get this spaghetti squash for y'all. And it needed an hour to cook. So hopefully this was worth it. All right, so what did we make today? We made candy pecans. Those look amazing. You could salt them a little bit if you wanted to. That might be nice. A little salt with sweet goes really well. We could have done some how do you say, like flake salt when they were still hot. Oh yeah. Is a football on tonight? Come on. All right. Video. All right, y'all. Let's taste. I am officially tired, but this was so much fun. All right, let's get in here with our cinnamon rolls with candy pecans and our cream cheese glaze. Very good. 8.5 out of 10. They're very, very good. I would roll the towel. I'm gonna be honest with you. The egg life, because these are made with egg, the texture, you know how flour kind of breaks down in your mouth and it's kind of like doughy? This has got, like when you chew on it, it's got a little bite to it. So, you know, you expect a cinnamon roll to kind of melt down. This is gonna require a little bit more chew because it's protein. But when I tell you, compared to Cinnabon, if you have Cinnabon or Cinnamon, I would go with these. Now they are very sweet. This is perfect. Mmm. Mmm. As much as I love sweet, I'm about to tear this up. This spaghetti squash. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and wrap up. I'm gonna sit down and have dinner. This was excellent. Y'all can make this. Your kids would like it. Gentlemen, your ladies would like this. It's a very elegant meal. Really just put it together and put it in the oven. Moms, your kids will eat this. Your man will eat this. Add some meat to it or leave it vegetarian. It is so savory. It is like the best Alfredo pasta, but it's not pasta. And it doesn't have, oh, all right, I'm getting tired. The dairy of Alfredo. Shauna's here. Patrick is here. Naturally, Lexi Paris is here. Oh, Chemistry of Nails likes the shoes. Thank you. Just Old Navy. Just a little pink pointed ballerina flat. And I like the ankle support because I move around a lot. Hello, Shine Bright. Hello, OG. Thank you all so much. Sandstar says, thank you so much. I really enjoy your live feeds and I learned so much from you. Enjoy your spaghetti. Thank you, sweetheart. So we'll be back tomorrow is relationship content. Lucy and I are going to be responding to a Scandinavian man who made a video about why men are choosing to live alone. So ladies, if you are interested, that'll be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. And then whoever asked for mushroom, inbox me. I think it was, I forgot, I'm sorry, forgive me. Inbox me on Instagram or I'll come up with something mushroom related for Thursday because I'm off Friday and Saturday. Gilly says red pepper flakes would be great on here because it is very savory. I don't mind a little heat. That balsamic glaze is kind of sweet, so we could put a little red pepper flake on there. I don't mind. I'll taste it. Christina says you need the squash recipe. It's linked in the description. It is from grilled cheese. I forgot already, but I did link it in the description. Looks amazing. Yes. And it's in the description for you. Thank you, Beak. A little spicy red pepper flake. Let me taste it with the red pepper for y'all. I want to go eat it while it's warm. Ooh. Zip. Very nice. And y'all, because we're eating it in the squash bowl, it's still warm. So you know how pasta on the plate, it cools off? This is still warm on the inside, so it's so good. Hello, Diego. Go, Diego. Go, Diego. Come on, Diego. Go, Diego. Tell me you're a boy mom without saying you're a boy mom. Jurgen is laughing. Killis is talking about my popcorn lentils. Squash is a 10 out of 10. Yes, y'all, this is a 10 out of 10. I think the cinnamon rolls would probably be a 9.5 out of 10 if you use a tortilla. I wanted to try the egg. Would I make it again? Absolutely, because it's protein. Absolutely. It just is a little bit tougher than a tortilla. Beautiful moment. Aw, thank you. Thank you all so much. Perfect. A+. Aw, Christina likes the glaze. What kind of basil? This is what I could get. Gourmet Garden chopped basil. So it is the closest thing I could get to fresh. I tried to get the leaf, but I couldn't get it. This is a baked feta squash. Jurgen likes it. Hello, brisket. Okay, just making sure I got everybody. Jessica's here for the mushrooms. Very cool. Okay, everybody, can I do this in butternut squash? I'm sure you could, but butternut squash is going to give you the consistency of pumpkin when you spoon into it, so it'll be like a mash, not a shred. The reason why this is called spaghetti squash is because literally the flesh shreds into noodles. So yes, you could do it in butternut squash, but you'd be eating it almost like a KFC bowl. Portobello? Ooh, portobello would be good. All right, y'all. Love you and leave you here. See you all tomorrow for relationship content. Then spam me your mushroom recipes. We'll pick one for Thursday. All right, Instagram. Thank you all so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you all so much, TikTok. Thank you to my moderators for the polls and the shares and the love. All right, TikTok. See you all tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you enjoyed. Good night. Yeah, mash squash. Thank you, Jurgen. All right, see you all tomorrow.